Hi, everyone. My name is Tanya. Here I am in a Bay Area visual artist. This painting is, I'll give you a little bit of background about this. I was born and raised in India, and I've been a single parent for 30 some years. So when I heard that phrase, Mark Twain said, I kill my own snake, I light my own cigar. I'll repeat, I kill my own snake, I light my own cigar. And that really resonate to me. Women around the world, how we are coming forward and paying ourselves and making a living for ourselves and others. So when the COVID happened, I own a small business, a salon in Mountain View for 33 years. And it was a quite shocking news that we cannot go back to work and how I was going to pay myself and the bills. And the first month was very, very difficult. And in April, I started painting this painting. And I meditate and I go for my meditation walks in the morning. And from there, I was going inwards. And this painting was born within inside me. And then I put a lot of symbols in this. This is a different style of work from my body of other work. In this, the title is Independent Day and Vision of the Future. What is it? There's the chakras, which is the body chakras, the Indian sacred chakras are. And they're upside down. Her crown chakra is in our feet and her root chakra is in our head. And the checkbook is the snake and the pen is the snake is the checkbook is the money and the pen is the snake. And she is a ordinary woman who's wearing silver because in India, ordinary people wear silver and the rich wear gold. And that's the symbol of her where she is in her life. And then the lotus is upside down, and a little Indian in a wall, there is a little lamp that says the hope, and then the dove is flying out. So I'm giving you some symbols to look if you haven't seen in the painting, and I'll read this to you. This painting shows as a woman from Asian India, she's thinking about the future, that one day she will pay herself. The background has old chakra symbols. Each chakra has a deep meaning of life. The chakras are upside down because she has turned her thinking upside down, her advanced thinking. The lotus flower grows in a muddy water and becomes a beautiful pink flower. She's rising like a lotus flower. The dove is the symbol of the freedom. She's free and flying away like a dove. She's not depending on anyone else. She can make her own living. She's empowering women to pave the bright future for herself. A powerful woman can make a living for herself, as I paved my own way and made my living for myself and others. As an artist, I can show and empower women around the world to have an independence and a self-sufficient life. And this painting is, the original is 36 by 40. And from this, I started a new series. The second is the woman is holding books and where she said, each one, teach one. And the third one is a male holding a daughter. It says man's place. So I'm really excited about continuing this series and empowering women around the world. And I'll show you the next painting. The title for this is Breathe In, Breathe Out. When we found out we have lockdown and the COVID has happened and we cannot leave, and I started doing a lot more meditation and breathing practice because I'm such a workaholic and I always went to work and I didn't know what to do with myself. And I was really devastated that how I'm going to figure out life. So by my, and looking at the suffering of other people and watching the news, I could only go inwards and go to rely on my breath. So I did this whole series of paintings in 10 days. There's 7 paintings. The first one is called breathe in, breathe out. I felt helpless that what is going on? I can't help anyone, and we are all suffering. To understand other people's suffering, COVID has impacted us globally. So many people have taken their last breath. They have left this planet. These stars represent all our loved ones that have departed. We must be thankful that we are still breathing. Be safe, be well. Thank you. And I'll go to the next slide. This is another devastating thing happened in California, the fires. And I do voluntary as a CERT, so we can help be a good neighbor for community emergency response team. So I knew how to take care of anything happen in emergency. I'm not a firefighter, but I do work with the, we get trained as a citizen. So I want to be a good citizen. So the biggest lesson I learned from the fire and learning from the emergency team, the title for this painting is Remove the Fuel, Hold the Line. This is the firefighter's language. In wildland, firefighter is one of the main strategy uses building a fire line. This one by removing the fuel to keep the fire from spreading. So as to build the fire line. The main point is to certain the fire that contain the fire that is not spread. This is calling holding the line. In time of crisis, when everything seems to be going off balance, sometimes the best thing can do is to hold the line. Holding the line represents being stable, resilience. Sometimes we might not be able to move forward. But it's important that we stand on our ground. When we are worried about losing entirely, whether we may be, I'll hold my thought right here. What we, especially living in California, the fire was devastating. And I'm seeing other artists show their art, what we were experiencing, the red sky and the lives. And I have a good dear friend who lost our home in Napa. So each of these paintings was just keep burning each day, and I'm keep painting for next 10 days, and did the whole series of these paintings about the hunger, about the stress, about the depression. And these paintings are very close to heart to me, and I'm really was so distraught by the emotions going on and the stress around us. And I was able to give birth to these 7 paintings. And the unknown. And so I learned a lot from, and I changed many things in my lifestyle due to COVID, and being more appreciative and more focus and taking care of the needs. From fire, I start planning on things what needs to be done if the fire happens and the earthquake happens. So I focus inwards and trying to learn from what is the tragedies happening, so I could build that myself as strength, and around the people around me, start talking to my friends and stuff. What are we planning? What are we doing if the fire happens, the earthquake happens? What are we going to do? How to protect ourselves and the people around us? So thank you.